There's certain patterns to break.
And you think choosing bad partners
So,
is
you know how everyone thought Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian were this unstoppable power couple, totally head over heels for each other? Well, turns out things aren't as rosy as they seemed. Despite all the promises Travis made about being there for Kourtney, their marriage didn't hold up.
I feel like I
It's
wanna
like-
cry.
Why?
Just because it's like, it gives me anxiety. Sometimes I'm just like, it makes you really like analyze just like where you're at. And then I'm like, sometimes like, what am I doing?
If you thought Scott disick was a mess, this is a whole other level. Kourtney and Travis looked like they were crazy about each other, but behind closed doors, it's been rough. Apparently, Kourtney's been feeling pretty down about it all lately. It's a real heartbreaker. So what went wrong?
So was taking his last name a given? Were you positive that was going to happen, or did you think about that for a while?
It was a given. Yeah, it was just a given. It was.
Kourtney and Travis' love story has been like a roller coaster ride, full of passion and public displays of affection. Things move fast for them, with Travis popping the question on a beautiful beach in sunny California just a year into dating. Surprisingly, their families merged seamlessly, and their kids hit it off instantly, forming strong bonds. Despite the whirlwind pace, they'd had some incredible milestones together, including multiple weddings, the joyous announcement of pregnancy, and welcoming their son, Rocky, into the world in November 2023. Fans have noticed a glow-up in Kourtney since she started dating Travis, saying she looks happier and better than ever. So, Kourtney is coming clean about how things weren't exactly as they seemed. She admits that at first, it was all super thrilling and romantic, like we were head-over-heels teenagers. But that intense spark isn't there anymore. She's saying that the memoir kind of revealed Travis's hidden crush on Kim Kardashian, which put a strain on their seemingly perfect relationship. Travis's ex, Shauna Moakler, says he cheated on her with Kim, and that's why they split. Travis is denying any affair with Kim, although he's not shy about admitting he finds her attractive.
When did the affair with Kim Kardashian start? It started after the affair with Paris Hilton. Okay. Yeah, and
Here comes Paris again.
yeah, there comes Paris. And I had already got, like, mind you, in that club, I had gotten Paris Hilton's face, you know, like, well, when Oscar and I were having a conversation, she bibbity bopped in, and I was like, aren't you fucking this one here? Aren't you fucking this one? And she was like, I don't even know him. I'm like, yeah, you do. And so she leaves, and, you know, he and I continued arguing, Oscar and I left. So she and I had already had words like that night, and then, yeah, I don't know, he and I were arguing, and we kind of, like, separated, but we were still.
Travis's history of liking Kim has brought up some old feelings. Kourtney spilled the beans that his past cheating ways have been bothering her, especially when everyone's together for family events. Lately, folks have been asking if Barker had a significant part in stirring up trouble between the two sisters. In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, Barker addressed the criticism, saying, "It's like Kourtney's fans are worried about Travis. He's a womanizer. Stop it. I obviously shared all that stuff because I wanted to move past it. It was therapeutic for me. That's her sister. She knows we used to talk. Nothing bad was going on. You give people a little information, and they think they've solved the mystery of this is why they're fighting. It's just so ridiculous." The renowned musician added,
Happy? You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't. What is it that you feel so low of me? If you'd like to. No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you. I was so. Why would I not be happy for you? I felt at my wedding that you weren't happy for me because you have a serious vendetta. You just.
So, those little teasers we got from the upcoming new season on Hulu, you know, the ones that will drop on May 23rd, 2024, they pretty much hinted that Kourtney and Kim's issues weren't magically fixed after that big heart-to-heart they had at the end of the last season. But, interestingly, it seems like off-camera, they were actually patching things up. Kourtney even shared this touching message for Kim's birthday. Despite what's been said, people are still buzzing about Kourtney Kardashian and her relationship with Kim recently. She caused a stir when she dressed up as Kim for Halloween. Kourtney posted a pic on Instagram on October 28th, wearing a tight floral dress, rocking a slick-back ponytail extension. The outfit was a nod to Kim's iconic look from the 2013 Met Gala, back when she was expecting North with Kanye West. Kourtney captioned the photo, "Freaky Friday," striking a pose with her hands on her own baby bump. Well, Travis wasn't exactly the poster child for monogamy. He didn't shy away from admitting he'd been unfaithful in his past marriages, like with Shauna Moakler, where he even copped to cheating with 13 different women at once. Looking back at his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy, he owned up to straying right from the get-go, even before he officially got with Kourtney. Travis wasn't too keen on monogamy, claiming he valued his independence too much and wasn't ready to settle down. Kourtney, understandably, had a tough time trusting him, especially after they had a kid together, knowing full well about Travis's rocky history.
Okay.
When Travis poured his heart out to Kourtney before they officially got together, it got people talking. Some thought it was sweet, like a real-life rom-com moment. But for others, it raised eyebrows. The mix of lovey-dovey stuff and a hint of discomfort made folks wonder about the dynamics between them. Their public displays of affection seemed more about control than genuine love, turning their private moments into a show. While some saw their gestures as genuine, others thought they were just putting on a show, lacking that real, deep connection. It's like they were constantly seeking approval through flashy gestures, making us wonder if their love was the real deal. After people started questioning Travis's control over their relationship, things got even more complicated. Travis seemed to be calling all the shots, from how they acted in public to big decisions. It made some people wonder about who really held the power. Then Kourtney mentioned Travis's ongoing conflicts with his ex, Shauna, which hinted at some lingering feelings. Because of all this, Travis wasn't always fully present in their relationship, which made Kourtney feel unsure. Eventually, she started doing things just to please Travis. Speaking to Lifestyle, a source revealed some of them tolerate him more than others, and some are less outspoken, but they all share an opinion that Kourtney is not the same person since getting together with Travis, and they don't like it. Kim, in particular, has a complicated bond with the push mogul. According to the source, she thinks Travis has been gradually cutting her off from the family and influencing her to distance herself from them. Kourtney's willingness to adjust everything from her clothes to her meals to fit Travis's tastes has folks worried she might be losing herself in the quest for his approval. She mentioned she's trying to find her own style and stay true to herself, but Travis seems to be shaping that too. Their once fiery relationship is now hanging by a thread, with Kourtney desperately trying to hold on to Travis. Despite her brave attempts, he's been pulling away more and more lately. It's gotten to the point where Kourtney's resorting to a weird plan as a last-ditch effort to salvage things. Travis has been acting pretty weird ever since Kourtney made a final attempt to patch things up. Travis jetted off to Australia with his Blink-182 crew for some shows on their global tour. But when he arrived, he wasn't flying solo, and he definitely wasn't happy about it. Kourtney started getting super clingy, almost like she was trying to make amends for the distance Travis had created in their relationship. So, not only did she tag along when he jetted off overseas, but it seems she even turned his Australian tour into a family vacation. Right after Travis took off from Sydney, Kourtney, Lil Rocky, and Penelope were right there with him, all caught on camera. But despite their family adventure, Travis didn't seem too thrilled about her travel plans, and his irritation lingered even as they posed for fan photos the next day. Kourtney, though, seemed over the moon to be by his side. But things didn't quite go as planned for her in her bid to keep Travis interested and bond more with Rocky. According to the Daily Mail, they ended up staying put in Sydney instead of joining Travis for gigs in Perth and Adelaide. So, unfortunately, Kourtney missed out on celebrating Valentine's Day with Travis since they were in different cities. The Sun got the scoop from someone in the know that Kourtney is seriously struggling to keep up with everything. Turns out, tagging along with Travis on his tour is way tougher than she thought. Luckily, she's got her squad to lean on when things get rough. But according to the Insider, she's totally wiped out from looking after Rocky, keeping the older kids entertained, and battling jet lag. In a recent chat, the reality star spilled that she and her partner still aren't sharing a roof. Instead, She mentioned how she often ends up co-sleeping with her 10-year-old daughter Penelope rather than bunking with her partner. But get this, Kourtney emphasized that their arrangement is actually going smoothly, especially for their kids. They're keen on letting their children continue living in their own spaces, to keep things cozy. I think we're in the place where we're figuring out how to blend our households and our kids. We're getting those things in place. We do family dinner every Sunday night with all the kids at his house. We want our kids to also feel really comfortable, and they have both lived in their homes their whole lives, for the most part, and they each have their rooms. She explained on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast. Plus, it's not like they're miles apart. Their houses are literally just across the street from each other. We're just crossing our fingers for a happy ending for everyone involved. Now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Travis's history and the couple's decision to live separately? Could this indicate a potential divorce on the horizon? And do you anticipate a falling out between Kourtney and Kim? Drop a comment below and keep the conversation. If you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to our channel.